Now you might be wondering, Brett, what the hell are we waiting for? You're already late as it is. The answer is the brain cell. But how is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well, or at least uh, a little bit better than me, which is rare. It seems it's rarely a harder thing to reach. And why the hell is this not picking up the game? Well, glad to know you came to work today being uncooperative, OBS. Nothing has changed then. But, yeah, we are... among other things, blasting my earbuds out. My eardrums out with the game audio. Well, honestly, that was loud enough that if I had my earbuds in, it could very easily blow them out. Oh my god. I'm starting to wonder if in the upload that I was doing before stream, if my brain might have been included in there. It's possible. Oh, where's the bike? Because I don't know, it's just been a really weird day for a variety of reasons. Most of which is I recently had a change in medication, and not to get too far into it, it works really well. Except for the last half of the day. So that is definitely... Oh right, there's a frickin' Snorlax in the way. That is definitely a contribution. Because I am just in full crash mode right now. And I'm lost. I already do not remember where we were going, but I do remember vaguely what we were doing. We are finally, well, not finally, this is on our regular schedule, actually. You know when I said I remembered what I was doing? I'm sorry, but that might have been a bit of a lie. But this is a challenge run of Pokemon Yellow where... Oh, shoot! I almost forgot my favorite part about this. The life counter! Look at those little guys down there, just innocently blobbing away in their Pokeballs, not knowing of the moment that I die up here, they're being subbed in! Okay, where's the... I know what we need. The map. Okay, Viridian, Pewter, Route 3, Mountain Moon, Cerulean, 24, 25, Sea Cottage, 5, 6, Vermilion, Leanne. Right. We go north. I am so glad in these games that the map actually tells you, if you tab through it like that, where you should be going. Because if it did not, I would be in trouble. But anyway, the challenge run we're doing here is... We're going through this entire game, only using the Pikachu, plus because HMs are a bitch. Which one has... We are using HM Pokemon just to lighten up the load and actually give me a usable moveset, because that would be impossible otherwise. Or you cannot beat this game without enough HM, with just using 4 HMs. Partially because the moves aren't that good. Did I teach HM to something? Flash. Yes. Okay. Let me... So, Taproot knows. Cut. Dig. We're going to need to check the box. Because there's no way... In this version of the game, one of the first things in the generation updates they got to was being able to actually be able to get rid of HMs. Like, this series was so plagued with HMs from the start that... Nidoran, Rata, Pidgey, Drowsy, Metapod, Caterpie... I'm going to look something up. Gen 1 Pokemon that can learn Flash. Okay, Butterfree, oh, Drowsy can learn it. Perfect. That means I don't have to go running around for something that can learn Flash. Because it's technically optional if you're willing to mess around in the dark for however long or deal with using a map. You can get through it by just trial and error. But it's just easier. Wait, why do I care? I'm not gonna... I was taking a hot second to actually think through what moves useless to this Pokemon. What do I not need? I'm not going to use it to fight, like, ever. It's probably going back in the box after this. After it serves its purpose, the HM Pokemon go in the forever box. That's how it works here. Ow. Hang on. Okay. Taking a random... Oh god, I'm crying a little. Taking a big confident swig of boiling tea is effective in waking you up. I also don't have any crust on the inside of my mouth anymore. That's gone. Ow. Oh, Pokemaniac. I will say, I absolutely love the designs of... Wait. Good to know. I absolutely love some of the designs of, like, the characters in this game. Oh no. This could be bad. We're going to Body Slam. And hope for Paralyzed. Hey! That's working for me well. But I just feel like they have a weird sort of character to them. Like, later games kind of... Oh, Slowpoke's part water type. This is going easy. Like, there's... Squishier is the word that I would use for some reason. I don't know why, but... I guess they become rounder. Well, it's the same thing you see from when you watch an anime that started in the 80s, like One Piece or the Pokemon anime itself, and you see the art style shift. The older style of the 80s or 90s was angular, whereas more modern styles get rounded and a bit more squishy, actually. It's just how the style progresses, and Pokemon's a lot like Dragon Quest in the way that... Oh. Aww. And Radio loves this. That's so cute. I love the Pokemon following you around feature. But yeah, like Dragon Quest started with... I'm just going to run. With a manga artist being brought on to essentially do the design work. And Pokemon isn't exactly the same way. One of the reasons that what you hear a lot about first generation is how ugly all the sprites are. That's because the original 151 Pokemon were designed largely by separate artists, or if not, like, each Pokemon was designed by someone different. There was not a unified art direction. It was essentially concept art. But then, I'm probably messing up the name of Ken Sugimoto, I think? It's Ken Su something. I'm sorry to anyone who actually knows it, and if you do, please correct me. I am bad at remembering names. But what he did for Yellow was unified a lot of the art design. Brought it more in line and cleaned it up a whole lot. Which is why... Ooh, Thunder! Excuse me for 1 second. I am not making the same mistake I did twice of deleting Thundershock. Yes. Okay, I'm actually going to get rid of Thunder Wave because Body Slam, I feel, paralyzes just as well while dealing damage, and affects a larger range of people. But yeah, that's one reason why the art in this game is more clean compared to other Gen 1, because it was cleaned up due to complaints of the old style. But then even the concept art, you see, it was all a lot more angular. And the interesting thing is you can still... Ooh! Onyx! Do I have Pokeballs? Antidote, Super Max, Pokeball... I might be out of Pokeballs. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. But you see a lot more of the angular design, even in newer Pokemon games for Gen 1. Like, compare a Ghastly with their big old pointy eyes to anything else. It's actually kind of interesting how poorly the first Gen Mons mesh with newer gens. Now that's not going to be so effective. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know, I guess it's just because I enjoy a lot of older animes. Like, I feel that this is one of those takes that everyone thinks is a very hot take, so they don't say it. Or maybe this is just my opinion, but I really haven't found an anime I enjoyed, except for like 1 or 2 one-off seasons, which I love a 24-episode anime. Just get in, do your character development and plot, get out. But I haven't really found anything I enjoyed after, like, 2010. So that's my bias towards the older art style. But I would absolutely love to see... It was floating around the internet a while ago. Like, yeah, when Arceus was out. Big surprise. Of a reimagining of Pokemon, like, Gen 1 in the concept art design, which would have been so cool. Oh, they're probably not going to do it. No. Oh, Cubone. Slam into him! That reminds me of something else. Not what I was talking about before, that thought's dead. But, oh! Hey! How are you doing? It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. There we go. There we go. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Stream players dress up as cosplayers. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. You're sorry? I'm sorry. I haven't been able to catch one of your streams in forever. And I am also sorry for making that sound like you haven't been here for a while. I really meant, like... Because I've been thinking and trying about it, but, like, times haven't matched up where I, like, get home and pass out on the couch for a bit. I've been trying to reach your streams. That's what I was trying to say, but... My brain, and after accidentally chugging a good amount of hot tea, the rest of my body is fried. But good that you're doing well. We are actually doing pretty okay in this dungeon. I think really the surprising thing about this whole challenge run of trying to go through the game with just the starter Pikachu is the biggest thing is I tend to run out of power points for moves and have to retreat. Like, especially in caves, which the only moves I have that attack rock types are normals, which not very effective, but what I lack in actual type matchups, I make up for in levels. You often find rock type Pokemons. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Yeah, time's not to line up. Yeah, I get that. I appreciate the thought a lot. I tune into my favorite frog clown. I guess that's the most annoying thing about, like, here, I want to fight you too. Of, like, trying to have friends in different time zones and schedules. Like, it's actually kind of more annoying than, like, the friend on the other side of the world where you have an hour window either when you just get up or just are going to bed because they're 12 hours off from you. Because it's like, no, it's close enough I could if I wasn't in the middle of work or something. Ah, well. That's actually kind of why I want to start streaming on the weekends a bit more, even though that I often have other things to do during that time, just to try to, make a stream that's a bit more accessible to people who are, like, working or busy during the week. Oh, dang it. Glorified Haru. Yeah. It's glorified for two reasons. First of all, because my brain isn't working. And second of all, because I never read anything on stream. But thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you leaving the lurk, too. It's always good to see you. Also, Aru is the one responsible for all of this. I love this model so much, because, like, let's just be honest, it's cute, and it has butter. Red telepathically finds out what's going on in the stream. More or less. Part of it is, let's be honest, Pokemon games aren't exactly... Especially early, Yes, the butter. You don't actually need to know a lot to understand the story. The early games... Well, it's a trend with early games in general that they're mostly excuse plots of, hey, we have the base reasons for you to go out and do the thing because doing the thing is fun and what we put all the effort into. And the other thing is, actually, no, I can't even claim that as an excuse because it's been years since I played this game. I barely remember anything. Okay, please let that be oh, thank God it's not. I have one hit of Body Slam left. If that doesn't hit, I have to either use an Ether, which I would rather do, or get to struggle. Juzen! It's Juzen! How are you doing, Juzen? Oh, shh. Well, fingers crossed. And this is a critical hit. I'm doing okay. This day was weird, and there's the brain has fallen out, and that was also my last use of the only move that can hit a Geodude. But I'm doing good. Oh, thank God, I have one Ether left. Feel that my spirit. Yeah. Yeah, and I know why I'm, like, blanking out and just kind of ending with no energy. Because of switching up medications, it's fun! It takes about a week. Yeah, everyone go follow Jizen there. Does a whole lot of very cute art. It's very fun. Okay, I'm glad I used the Ether because that is a second rock. Yeah. Probably. I mean, the good news, and this is why I very much encourage... I probably should heal. Nah. And why I encourage people doing a whole lot of inadvisable stuff early on. Yeah, Kara, this guy does have a lot of rocks. It's like he picked them up while he's just walking around in here. But yeah, I encourage everyone to do a whole lot of fucking around to find out. But for one reason, no matter how badly things go for me in an individual week, I always have a reference point of when things blew up in my face to a worse degree. Alright. More potions. Because, like, yes, well, it does suck that at, like, 3 p.m. every day when I'm getting used to this, I completely run out of energy. Comparatively, I'm not in the hospital, so it's better. Moral of the story, get hospitalized once, it's good for the soul. I would say don't worry, it wasn't that bad, but kind of was. Fun childhood diseases. It's also lurking at her most wondrous laugh. Oh, I'm just laughing at chat. I was just talking about how comparatively this week did suck and has sucked and probably will suck, but I've had worse experiences because I'm not in the hospital right now. Oh, make me blush. Okay, in all fairness, the hospitalization... Oh my god, this guy had 2 onyxes? This is going to suck. Was not my fault. It was not due to anything I did, or a major injury. It just happened to be genetic. The full context is that growing up I had childhood rheumatoid arthritis, and technically that's something that sticks with you like another... this better be a critical. It's... oh. Okay. Like, that is something that technically sticks with you for your whole life, but as far as things go, last time I had anything to check in on it. Like, I'm clear it's not around anymore. Okay. We have to run out the clock to get struggle. This is awful. I can't believe I might lose a life to a Geodude. No, I missed so much Pokemon. What you've missed was me. Well, I kind of blitzed through everything last time because I got over-leveled. Now we're trying to get struggle because I'm out of ethers. I am out of usable uses of Rock's Body Slam. And this is the last Geodude that this guy has. Struggle strats, yes, it's very bad. Also, everyone go check out Zaratar. The Ham who does retro games. They're amazing. Yeah, I should also probably hit a heal beforehand, because I don't know how long this is going to... how much this is going to hurt me for. Okay. And this is... although this is what I get for wanting to fight everyone and everything in order for leveling. Okay, good news, I used 15 double teams. So... I cannot be hit. Oh, that doesn't do much damage at all. I have an idea. Lisa, what am I doing? Which way is out? I feel that. Soon Pokemon route will force me to take this detour. Well, good news, we can empty the inventory of potions. It should probably be fine. Fred is thinking chaos. Well, most of my ideas do require a minimum safe distance. There's two types of people. Oh, shoot, no, we are... As I said several streams ago, and something that... Oh. Shoot. Well, this should be fun! Well, an earlier comment I got, I think when I started another challenge run. I might be crazy, but I'm not dumb. This is a calculated risk, and I'm okay at math. We just have to survive this battle. And I think... we have some max potions, we have super potions. We'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. I'm pretty sure. Just have to hope that this guy doesn't have a team of rocks, or things that can do damage. What did I just say? Either needed in the future. I literally just used my last ether. Oh. Oh. Worked out completely fine. Start true lurking. Yeah. Thank you for coming, and thank you for lurking, and it looks like I'm going to need luck for my glorified just chatting stream. What am I doing? Get out of here. I have these useless escape ropes. I'm going to use them for something. Yeah, this'll work. There's gonna be quite a few struggles, because I'm pretty sure I had another round of trainers after that. But I do love electric as a type because it either does okay against most things. The things it's weak against have, like, real basic counters. Like, grass is weak against fire, and earth is... no, here. Earth and ground types are weak against water, so, like... your starter is probably type coverage against whatever the heck they're weak against. Everything else, they either are super effective, or at least in early games before they added more types to cover the fact that they did not do that good of a job balancing things. But it was pretty easy to get good coverage against, like, their weaknesses. And also, most of them are kind of cool. Which one of you have pet? Actually, I'm probably thinking about it wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, electric's weaknesses are also weak against each other. Like, grass is strong against earth and vice versa, and I am going to use this Pokemon Center in case we have to jet out again. Okay, let me try chugging some more tea, see if it's cool. Barely. Alright. Attempt 2. And I still forgot to buy any Pokeballs or extra potions while I was in town. We'll be fine. If I just run away from most of the cave creatures because I am A, over-leveled as it is, and B, it's just going to waste moves I need for trainers. Yeah, 18 versus 42. This is definitely one of those runs where I'm thinking that it's not much of a challenge. Like, I've accidentally run into something that's... Hey, Rika, how are you doing? No, you actually made good time. You didn't miss all that much, just me having to drain all of my moves down to being just struggle in order to get out of a fight with a Geodude after using all of the moves I had. But yeah, that worked out pretty good. And this time we won't make the same mistake twice because well, I don't think there's much dungeon to make a mistake on. Doing good. That is good to hear. I am doing solidly okay. And doing better than I was, because this guy right here, I didn't realize I stepped into his visual range, and we had to fight him with a Pokemon with no moves whatsoever. It's just been one of those weird... Like, this week is weird for me, and it's just, that's how this week is going to be. I'm doing good. I'm super excited over the fact that I managed to clear 2 games last week. Like, I have 2 slots on the schedule and limited ideas of how to fill them. Mostly what I've been running into is sheer choice paralyzation. Like, I want to stream this and this and this and this, and yeah. That's why I have that's why I have, like, A week and B week schedule. Huh, thank you, Rika. Oh, good, Jigglypuff. I can deal with this. Like, I have some ideas, and I'm trying to see if there's maybe any games that are thematically similar enough I want to start at the same time, but it's also just games I really want to play. Well, I suppose that's why I'm able to stream for years without running out of retro games. There's just so many good options. Oh man, why couldn't you have been the next trainer before I had emptied out all my moves? It would have been so nice to have something vulnerable to electric. Oh, did my best. Ah, that trainer's a mood. Yeah. Alright. The hikers are always the worst. They only have rocks, so unless I get lucky with criticals here, which I think I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, seems to be it. Really? You couldn't have blown yourself up out front, just saved me the effort. Oh, shoot. Self-destruct's actually a pretty good move. I think I can get... If it gets paralyzed and doesn't self-destruct here, I should be okay. I read that wrong for a moment and thought it just did. Now, that was another challenge run I was considering for this game. That instead of doing a single Pokemon, I would instead... I might want to heal up. I'm going to heal up just in case it self-destructs, because I think it does a lot more damage than a Geodude. But one of the ideas I had was, which I love playing Pokemon people. Nice. I tried to. I think I won a couple rounds against friends back when this was a much newer game. This is music to my ears. But the problem was always, one kid I knew had an action replay. So he had cheated all of his Pokemon with rare candies up to level 100. And that reaction made me really want to beat him by slowly training up all of my Pokemon to level 100. And... okay, you're getting fought just on principle. And, never got a chance to beat him, because by the time I got... I think on my save file, if I dug up the game right now, it would have... oh yeah, totally a revenge arc. I was just doing it out of spite, because I'm like, no. I've seen the anime, I'm pretty sure if I build my Pokemon up legitimately, they'll be stronger. And there's actually some truth to that, because the way stats work behind the scenes is that you, like, train up the stat values based off of what Pokemon you fight. Like, fighting fast Pokemon will level up your speed stat, strong will do your attack, so on and so forth. And, like, that was true. I probably would have had a statistically better team than him. I might have lost if he knew how to use type matchups effectively, which I think he did. But, like, my team was Pikachu, which statistically isn't that good. Pidgeot, also not that good. A Dugtrio, which was pretty good. It knew Fisher, and it had that Pokemon had enough speed that it had pretty good odds at beating others off the line and critting. And I had the 3 Gen 1 starters, because they give you those in that game, and I had, in that regard, I had a pretty good team. Please tell me I have... Please tell me I have antidotes. I might have to bail out of here again. 43! Oh boy. Okay, we're not wasting any time on you. You're just getting thundered. Alright. I should have wasted time on you. It might have been faster. Unfortunately, for these games and like anything like a trading or a play with friends sort of deal, it wasn't that I didn't know people who played games, it's that I never knew people who were into the same games that I was and were able to do like all the connection features. Because I just like, when I had Soul Silver, I'd take my copy of Diamond and trade Pokemon between those two. On, like, my old busted up DS I had to replace to my new one that actually worked. Just in order to do all, like, the trading level ups, because it was a whole lot easier than finding time and a friend who was willing to trade. Oh, thank God you have all squishy Pokemon. All full of water, able to be electrocuted. Okay, I'm really glad that I just got the fuck out of here when I did. This tunnel is long. Playing Pokemon from... kind of? I think I got... Yeah, I got Pokemon Yellow when I was, like, elementary school. The thing is that I never really... like, bought a whole lot of Pokemon games. Because Pokemon Yellow, I found literally on the ground in front of my mailbox. I did not buy it. I only got it because my parents, when they, like, asked people in the neighborhood and sent out an email to everyone and all that, were like, we have no idea who owns this thing, so guess you can keep it. I did, however, first had to convince them that it wasn't... That was literally the only way I could have gotten into the series, though, because my parents were a little bit of the crazy conservative. They said, we don't like Pokemon because it's new agey. And I had to convince them that, no, I know that this isn't saying anything religious or new agey at all. This is just the language of the game is evolution. Evolution was a big thing that they did not like about the game. Yeah, they were slow adopters of that theory. So I had to say, like, no, I understand that it's just the language they use to say how these things get stronger. It doesn't actually mean anything, blah, blah, blah. And from my perspective, I didn't even if it did, even if it was new age propaganda like they feared, I just wanted it because I thought it looked cool. When they weren't looking, I was watching episodes of the Pokemon anime. I had friends whose parents were actually cool and let them play it. Heck, years later, like earlier this year, I was talking to my brother and he said that he really wanted to get into Pokemon, but because our parents wouldn't let either of us, he never was able to. Your battle. Yeah, they mellowed it out substantially, but they were pretty strict on a lot of harmless things like that growing up. Like, by the time we got to middle school and high school, they were like, yeah, do whatever. You're a lot more mature than most people in your school. Hey, Pidgeotto. Goodbye! But it was kind of funny because I don't think I would have connected the dots or understood, like, what evolution was to them if they didn't sit me down and explain their fears. So it's also fun because a little bit of a I'm engaging with the subversive content. Kind of funny, but I think there's plenty of stories of parents' fears doing more damage than exposing them to the thing that they're so worried about. Oh shoot, I didn't realize I'm just willing. Okay. Solved my problem. Kind of. Yeah, and the other thing was I had friends who, like, I bought some cards off of them. Oh, this is a whole new problem. And... okay, I am going to heal up a bit. Like, my parents were not cruel enough to just throw the cards away, and they're like, well, he did buy them with his own money, and they are fine. Okay, I guess it's okay. But then the funny thing is that comes right back around to them on a different way. Because my brother, he's very much into the side of, like, classic games and things where it is legal to, if you have a copy of the game, to rip a ROM from that itself. Oh, good, a max ether. This is going to be so useful. And then play it from that. So long as you have, or like, I need to convince my parents about something feels like company. Wonder my parking still better. Yeah, our parents weren't being needlessly restrictive and harmful and fearful. Oh shoot, I might need max ether immediately. They were just power leveling our bartering skills from an early age. Oh good, that was close. But unintentional still. Yes. But anyway, he's very much, like, he's fine with just keeping a digital library, which, that's actually a very fair argument. If it's legal and you're able to rip ROMs off of your old physical... Oh. Shoot, we're in Lavender Town. Oh no. Then, yeah, go ahead and digitally preserve all of this. It'll probably last longer than a physical copy. Me, however, I like owning the physical copies and systems, so I don't want to sell my stuff. The problem is, all the stuff I was into growing up, you know, like Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, all of the, like, more adventurous games, those are the ones that sell. Everything else, the games that he was in, the, like, Madden football, the sports, we're going to get, like, I don't know, 20 of these? 20 of these. Yeah, the OG games, the system-defining classics. I'll actually get 2 of these. That way I can just sink a life and not have to restart. Sport's fine, but I feel like my body's getting old. Yeah, I feel that. Well, the thing with all of his games is they did not appreciate in value as time went on. Like, if you compare all the things that he was into and used the systems for, and the value of all the games that I was into, my collection is the one that's actually worth money. And I think... oh yeah, I'm getting some ice heals. And, for these. Gimme. So when it comes time to sell, unless it's something that we can remember or can bargain on and say, like, yeah, we can part with that. I remember that game was we both invested, or that one was you. But Mr. Fuji isn't here. Where'd he go? But everything else, I'm like, no. That was a game that I bought for myself. You're not being able to sell it is also all the things that are worth money. Even like my Pokemon card collection compared to his baseball cards, I think it's a smaller collection, but it's worth just as much as his larger one. And those I'm okay with selling, and we still have to go through and evaluate them. But he gave me a number last time we were talking that he had gone through, like, most of our stuff. And he said that there was, like, over $1,000 of value in there. And I think most of it belongs to me. Because the problem is, like, with sports games, yeah, it might be a game for the 64, but the next year, like, NFL Quarterback Club 99, well, they released a game for the 2000s with updated rosters and completely invalidated and improved on the previous game with no reason to play it. Whereas something like Kirby 64, which I actually went out and got a copy at, like, the classic game exchange, and it works really well. It's in great condition. But compared to sports game, which was like $10, this held its value at $40 still. Come on, thunder! So, I guess I get the last laugh in all this. Oh, damn. I am absolutely... Does anyone know if there's, like, a mechanic? Because I know in the newer games that if you didn't have a gym badge in Scarlet and Violet, but you had, like, your starter and raised it to level 60 or something when you haven't even done a single gym challenge, that it would still listen to you because it only mattered what level you got it at. Is that true for all games? Because I know the badge that I have is only good for Pokemon up to level 40, and I haven't had an issue so far. Alright, an Eevee. Everyone wave bye. Which, if that's the case, I did not know that mechanic was literally as old as the series. You thinker! Took it easy on you, too. Easy? Sir, you got one attack off the entire match. You're back. How's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. Can't find the grown-up Marowak yet. Doubt there are any left. Oh, better get going. Got a lot to accomplish, pal. Smell you later. I hate him, but in the best possible way. Even we cannot identify the wayward ghosts. Silphscope might be able to unmask. Right. Oh, no, I can just continue climbing, I believe? I think I get a Silphscope here. Begone, evil spirit! I hope. I love it. I have no idea if these channelers are meant to be trainers that got possessed by their Ghastlies, or they're just people here who got possessed by ghosts. I think... Ooh, spirit left. I think they just got possessed? Yeah, no, they're all possessed by Ghastly. I love it. I'm pretty sure every channeler in this tower is just a team consisting of a single Ghastly. Which I love Ghastly as a Pokemon line, which shouldn't be a big surprise because my favorite Pokemon lines are, you know, Oddish, Voltorb, Magnemite, Ghastly, the Orbs. Ghosts appear. Darn, the ghost can't be ID'd. Goodbye. Let's just say, if it wasn't obvious, I kind of have a thing for orbular character design. I think I have to go up and fight that channeler. Wait, can I? Level 19. Nope, too scared to move. I really wish that they did a bit more of... Because for this game, the Ghastlies are very much just... They're ghosts of people and Pokemon. They really let them be stereotypical possessing spirits. Like with ominous warnings and possessing people, and you just... Well, you do see plenty of ghosts in newer games. That's oddly constant. Okay, Oh, an escape rope. That was worth it. I'm going to be back in a second. It has been stupidly warm in my apartment all day, which is weird considering I never set the thermostat above 64 degrees. You are getting... Holy... I had no idea that my camera could pick me up from this far away. It's actually doing a pretty good job of face tracking. Alright, we'll see if that cools it down. I think a neighbor below me either had their heat way up. Yeah, I'm fine. I was just messing around with my thermostat and opening a window. It got warm in here. I have no idea if that was because, like, it was just warm outside. Oh, it's... Never mind, I found the problem. It's actually 40 degrees outside today. Yesterday was 11. So that'll do it. And here I thought just the apartment under me actually put on their heat for once. Or I significantly overestimated the heating capacity of the humidifier. Man, I'm so glad that it's actually warming up. It has been so cold for so long. There you go. And... oh. I was just about to ask, like, if anyone could hear, like, the roadway noise or outside noise, but seems like this microphone does a pretty good job of keeping that filtered out. And everyone was up in arms saying USB mics are crap. Well, I think you showed them. Crusader next. Proud of you. What? Chandler's just like me, for real, for real. Hearts fills with Pokemon, rest in peace. Can you read the... Nope, cannot read the tombstones. Okay, I don't want to think too hard about finding an HP up and awakening on top of a grave. Like, that is... Because I'm pretty sure most of these things that we're finding in the Lavender Tower are, grave offerings. You know, we're essentially taking the flowers from people's graves to decorate our home. Not sure how I feel about that, but here we are. I think I will have to do more of these sorts of challenge runs. Because there's a few games that I kind of shied away from because I'm like, there's not really much of anything worth showing. Like, what you see is what you get, and what you see isn't quite entertaining enough. Like, a lot of slog, a lot of grinding, a lot of things that would be improved upon later, but I'm actually liking the challenge run. It's pretty similar. Oh, come child, I sealed this space with white magic. You can rest here. That's the other thing. This game just casually confirms that magic is totally a thing that can be done here. And no game ever really builds on it. Although I suppose it's not really surprising considering that, you know, espers exist. Like, there's just psychic people floating around all the regions. And... actually, no, that's not much of a surprise now that I think about it, considering all of the blatantly magical BS that happens on a regular basis. But it would be fun if a spin-off game is just, yeah, you do magic, you fight Pokemon hand-to-hand. That's just a thing you can do. Oh, I love Haunter so much. The Ghastly line is one of my favorites. I haven't been able to get any art of, like, the updated design for the Eldritch Horror side of my design yet, but I remember the entire idea of having the Eldritch Horror outside of a possessing body, like, being a thing, was just an artist had to drop your PNGs and I'll draw you, and they did an amazing interpretation that... Let me just put that in quick. I love this so much, and I want to... show it all. Just a second. There we go. And also let me get the artist's Twitter, because I don't really remember their full... Ah, here we go. Yeah, it was made by Robin, who did an amazing job of interpreting the Eldritch Horror. Like, this was so nice and unexpected, I just made it canon. And I've been thinking of how to redesign it. One of the things I thought of was taking a little bit of inspiration from Haunter and their general design, because that, again, absolutely love that Pokemon. Really, that's kind of the fun thing of being in, like, VTuber. Like, interacting with the community. I know some people have horror stories and really have to be careful, or else careful of, well, everyone has to be careful of the very annoying bad actors that are in the community. Hate that about. Absolutely hate those types of people. Yeah. But just like all the people I've met, the sheer amount of artistic talent and inspiration I've been able to take from them and their stuff is staggering. I've enjoyed it so much. Alright, more electrocution. And I really wish that I had enough spare money to get started on some of the ideas I have, but well, that's the fun of moving. Especially when you haven't had to furnish a place before. I'm hoping later this year to get, like, at least one of the redesign, if not concept art, something more done with it. Because I really want to get that Eldritch Horus form feel anemic and weak. Oh, that's why you wanted blood. X accuracy. I think this one auto-crits. I will use that on the next rock I find. I've also, like, I've had a human form design drawn up a while ago that I'm not quite happy with how it... Oh. Dude, I should get out. With it, there's more refining that needs to be done. I have some ideas, and... I suppose that's the one true curse of being a VTuber. So many ideas, and not enough resources. Well. Small steps, just a little bit at a time. Okay, speaking of a little bit at a time, how tall is this tower? How many channelers are in here? I'm half tempted to set this to fast forward just until I start having to actually take a fight serious. But I suppose it's something like similar to speedrunning, where in order to successfully speedrun, you have to know the game in and out. Man, what fell out? Hair didn't fall out. It was an evil spirit. Oh, rare candy. Okay, I figured out what you have to do with the rare candies. You use them immediately after you level up, or else you just are unable to... Well, you just waste so much XP, yeah? Oh, there's the stairs up. Gone. Intruders. Wait. Oh. I could have sworn I got the Sylph Scope here. Guess not. You know, this is probably the only time that an escapes... Hey, Capin! How are you doing? We just, completely cleared Lavender Tower despite not needing to because I don't have the right item yet. In probably what is the only instance that an escape rope's use makes sense of rappelling off the side of a tower. Alright, I guess we go in another direction. Roaming around roaming around the streets of Kanto looking for fights. But I hope you're doing well today and having a good morning, I believe. I find it so funny how in these games, after a certain point, it does come down to just you're wandering the countryside mugging people. Because this game is built on, like, the JRPG need to level grind and get stronger without having the necessary power needed from just playing the game regularly. Which means at some point you are just going to have to go around and, in this context, beat up the local wildlife and the people who are standing around. Doing good? Ah, that is good to hear. Like most JRPGs get around the whole problem of you doing a not inconsistent amount of fighting by having them be generic monsters, or well-designed and unique monsters, rather. Which, I suppose that answers my question as to why there aren't many more RPGs just set in, like, a modern setting. Oh, this is just some grass. Because most... Ooh, yes, that is a good question. How was Astroneer? That game's look fun, but I think that's one of those games that I've had... It was a great game in a genre that I had way too much exposure in and was just kind of burnt out on. I love the Grimers. They're so happy puddles of pollution. You need strategy to win. No, I need 25 levels on you. Ooh, fun and relaxing. I'm going to have to remember that if I'm in the mood for a head-empty game. It is always nice to just have a game to just... No, we're building shit. We're doing construction, making infrastructure, making everything run. Yeah, take your time. That's the other thing. I have a bad habit, and I think this is why I like a lot more linear games, and have found that I don't... Doom stack? Okay. Let's go down this side first. Like Nidoran, so I collect them a lot. Nice. But like open world games, I found that I don't actually like them all that much, despite playing a ton of them. And I think that's because after a while, only a couple, like, standout examples actually do anything interesting in the open world. Like, there's just... It's become this weird industry standard. Like, no, all games are open world. That's how you do map design nowadays. If it's not, then it's weird. Which is too bad, because one thing I've really liked with Hi-Fi Rush, which I've been playing just off-screen because I can barely handle a conversation with... Well, not focusing on the game. I don't think I can stay in rhythm and play. And also that is just... I don't know. It just seemed fun. Yes. Granted, spitting facts. Yeah, this is cute. But that game has a very tight, linear structure to it. And also, there's not really many games like it, so it's very unique. Whereas, it can be a bit annoying to have to... Well, even like Minecraft, and that game is just built weird that you can play it again and again. But it's just... With similar mechanics and structures between games, like the giant open world, it's kind of easy to want something new and novel, and I suppose that's why I play a lot of old games. Like, I know this game has the mechanics that I really want. I'm having an itch that needs to be scratched to experience. This game doesn't have a mechanic that I'm burnt out on. And this game was just, there's nothing else like it. Just look silly standing here like this. Well, so long as you're self-aware, then I guess it's okay. No, Hi-Fi Rush is, aside from a lot of new games, linear, condensed. The writing's incredible. It tells a better story than I think a lot of open world games. And it's so charming. I still find it so funny how they did the entire release and that marketing for that game. They did nothing. There was no clue that this thing even existed before it dropped. And it dropped on the same day as Forspoken, which was a hugely hyped game made by Square Enix that, well, if it didn't launch alongside Hi-Fi Rush, probably would have done a lot better. Because it had production value, it had a gritty, realistic, dark fantasy setting, which are super popular right now, and it lost badly to a colorful, cutely animated, silly rhythm game with a nonsensical plot, wacky characters, and nothing that really compared to what a game like Forspoken should have been. And I fucking love it for that fact. It proves a theory that I had that a game doesn't really need... Well, first of all, it wasn't a fantasy game, which did so... I am so sick of fantasy games. There's just so many. You know how the last Nintendo Direct they made the jokes of, oh, this is the Direct full of farming simulators. Just in all of these games, you come into a new town, make friends, grow crops, and blah blah blah. It just feels like that every time a new hype game is out. Like, oh, it's fantasy. Going to hit people with a sword and maybe wave a stick around and cast some magic. And it all looks like it never... Yeah, it's like the isekai anime. There's too many because it's already become a trend. And isekai animes are another thing I absolutely hate. It just feels like lazy, unconfident writing when you could just make a world that exists standalone and... Like, there's plenty that could be imaginative fantasy worlds, but then they're like, I'm not sure how this is going to go. Let's make the protagonist some generic loser who has absolutely no connection to this world or plot, no stakes in anything. Oh, and also let's make him a god. Yeah, it's just... There's no conflict. It's so boring and stupid. Hate it with passion. Anyway. But yeah, it's such an established and... Oh, Fallen City of Lavender Town. Cool. Good Pokemon, but how's your chem? Yeah. But there's just... I want a good sci-fi game that isn't horror. And part of it is that sci-fi is a little bit hard to write. You can't I guess fantasy lends itself to a bit more fluff of you just kind of put these elements in here and you're good to go. But more often than not, oh, guess we're using Double Team. A good sci-fi game needs to be about something. Like science fiction as a genre started as speculative fiction, where you have books like Fahrenheit 451, which is literally just speculating. What if TV became so popular it became both culturally frowned upon to read books and legally frowned upon to do so? And they just went from there. Or other things like Asimov of how will robotics change the world, and like it has to have something a bit more than going on an adventure. There's all these elements. It works. It's a genre that works best when it has salient points to make, like some sort of message to it. Which is also true of pretty much every genre. I think that a good story has to have at least some meaning outside of it. But now, I'll talk about the other point of it's also important to have stories that mean absolutely nothing at all. When I get around to playing Uncharted, a story that has no value whatsoever, but is a whole lot of fun, which is the value. Oh, dude. Ah! I can't get through there either. But I suppose that's kind of hard to do, and... Oh, this is how you get into Celadon. I see. But there's a lot of horror games for sci-fi, like Alien Isolation, Dead Space, Callisto Protocol, Returnal, a couple others. And I think largely they're going off of the success of Alien. Because I know Dead Space was, I believe, supposed to be an Alien game before they weren't able to get the rights. But if not, it was heavily inspired. Then Alien Isolation is the thing. Let's try to catch something. And so on and so forth, but... I guess the other thing is, if you want to do a generic, a cookie-cutter fantasy world, you can go for Tolkien, you can go for other very well-known... Oh wait, this is just a wrap-it-up. I have that. Well-known tropes, cliches, and things to look at, but more often than not, sci-fi is more unique. If you I think part of it is if you try to reuse Alien designs, then you run into legal problems. Like, Paramount will have things to say if you try to put Vulcans and Romulans in your sci-fi. But the Tolkien estate, because elves and dwarves existed before Tolkien, cannot do anything if you want those to be in your world. Alright, all from Polyworld, we use Waterstone. Nice. Alright, department store. I think there's some useful stuff in here. This is not the department store. Pokemon keep me company. Now he even brings money home. You have adorable Pikachu with you. We have a fantastic duo. Making me jealous. Aw. So I think we just walked into their apartment. Okay. I can just log into the PC. Yeah, I suppose it makes sense. A less formulaic setting that's more known for being more experimental is harder to, like, you have to have a vision for it. Oh, right! We meet God in this game. The entire team. Is that right? I'm the game designer. Only if your Pokedex is tough, don't quit. You finish, come tell me. Me, programmer. hero of the story. How cute. Like Misty a lot too. Oh, Sabrina. Game Freak Development Room. I would like to point out, this canonically exists, and nobody outside of this game ever mentions the fact that, yeah, you basically meet God. That would have been a hell of an ending to the Pokemon Arceus. Just instead of however it ends, I haven't quite finished anything. I'm trying to complete the decks, but that takes a lot of time. You just black out and wake up in a fluorescent lit room, and those four are there saying, "Good job completing the Pokedex." Anyway, let's get you home. Okay, how do you get behind? Aha! And Pokemon. Yeah, I have a. Got a secret back here. And I know that that's a joke that's. Oh. Everything about the world of Pokemon in your Game Boy. This entire building is stupidly meta. Like, yeah, there's just an Eevee here. Nah. Now I should have named. I know I should have named it. Dude. I'll be back in a moment. I have to do something quick. I'll leave you with some music. Am I going? Yes. Be back in a bit. Alright, back. Should I have stopped the stream to get a cookie? Probably not. But I have a cookie now, and you all probably don't, so I'm happy in my decision. If I remember what I was talking about before, I'm just glad to see that there's a new game that can be put. There's a new game out there that is science fiction, and especially one that involves cyborgs and robotics. I absolutely love both of those. Oh, there's definitely something over there. I was thinking about it a while ago, and if I wasn't... if I had to completely change what my VTuber was, I'd probably go for some sort of cyborg. I just love the various designs they can have, and the actual level of design and thought that goes into anything with, like, augments, deployable gear, stuff that folds into their body, just everything that goes along with that. So that's a big plus for Hi-Fi Rush. And also, it proves that games can do really well that aren't this brand of gray weather sci-fi. Solar Mansion. Rainbow Dreams. Department store. Now let's just go see what they have in here. Because the sheer amount of games that look like they could be DLC for Elden Ring. Y'all just TM'd? Just the Pokemon. Just finished Pokemon. What can I get rid of? Sure, I'm not getting rid of that. Oh. I know I said wait till they level up, but yeah, that's fine. I'm just curious what it gives me. M18. Oh, kind of not like the one I'm leaning on, mind you. Oh, God, I just remembered something. In the, like, Heart Gold, Soul Silver remake, they reuse that joke. Or at least they reuse it in somewhere else, where you get the counter app for your Pokewatch. Because why be subtle about how dumb of a pun you can get? Alright, let's drop off some of this stuff. Moonstone, get in there. HM, be gone. EM, get in there. Yeah, I thought there was going to be like a point after, like right after the pandemic, when it seemed all media was kind of shying away from tropes like grimdark and the various other depressing, like, no, this is a world where nothing good ever happens. It's realistic. Blah, blah, blah. There. But, and it seems like that is to a degree. So I'm just taking this as a good sign and hoping that continues. I can't really get myself facing that. Alright. Let's rock a gym. Let's see. Erica. And me for lucky. Princess. Is there an option to electrocute this guy? Because I have a feeling that it's just going to happen sooner than later. Hey, I'm not allowed in here. It's a publicly accessible gym. It's kind of weird that you say that. Literally the point of this building is for randos off the street to waltz in and start fighting people. Oh shoot, I completely forgot. 23. I'm half tempted to look up, like, what the highest level gym trainer is. Because I'm pretty sure it's like 70, or so level 80 is what you need to... Don't know why, but that sprite looks really weird to me for some reason. But I think you can get by like a team of level 80s or something. Which for a single Pokemon is probably like 90. Just get a real good level advantage on them. Because it seems like what happens is just by running around and getting into fights and never changing out Pokemon. That I'm pretty good about keeping a 10-ish level lead. Which should be interesting. Type Pokemon are tough against water type. Also have an edge on rocks and ground Pokemon. Hey, again, don't think that these people understand that this isn't a private club. Now, let's see if any of them can get a single hit on me. I'm half tempted to say, like, oh, if I can clear gym without getting a single hit landed on my Pokemon, then I'll give myself life back, but I have a feeling with how things are going, I might end up with a surplus of lives. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, never mind about what I said before, that makes perfect sense. Bugs or fire Pokemon here. Tempting, but unfortunately. Alright. Time to body slam and turn up. Time to body slam and bigger turn up. I feel like I should be like right on the edge of a level up because I'm forgetting that I used a rare candy, so my XP is essentially like essentially zeroed out. think I was very close to being level 48 before I used it. Oh, right! A weird detail about this game that the cool trainers all have whips. Along with some of the rockets. Like, this is... For any game in this series that claims to be about... that claim Pokemon battles are closer to cockfights than anything else. This is the one where that most holds water. Excellent. Because early concepts not only had, I think it's cool trainers, rockets, a couple other ones that all have whips on their character sprites. Can't dig out of here. Ah. Cannot dig out. Wait, how did that regrow behind me? That blows. But early concepts for this game also had your character and your rival both packing whips. Which, for various reasons, I know why they didn't, and I can kind of see where they were going for why they had it in the first place, of how this all was supposed to be a lot more... Oh. Hey! Baby apple. I know where that's going to be applied to. Body slam. So I have Thunder and Thunderbolt, so the coverage is fine. Oh, right. Rocket Game corner. The only place where you got Porygon. Love that weird little duck thing. Yeah, like the original concept for Pokemon leaned a lot more into monsters, but between the development cycle and concepts for the anime, they leaned a lot more away from that. For starters, by making them considerably more intelligent, especially in the anime. So it's probably a good thing that they decided not to have your main character be implied to be whipping your Pokemon into obedience. I remember a while ago I was looking at like the beta sprites for this game and a lot of like trash Pokemon concepts. There's a wild array of things. I know there's one that is like, I think it's Gen 2, that it was a shark Pokemon, kind of like Sharpedo, but an animate anchor. It might, I forget if Steel as a type was introduced in Gen 2. It might have been. Maybe. I don't remember what types were introduced when. But I think it was probably a Steel water type. Oh, hey, there's a level I was waiting on. Anyway, player 2. I think at one point, also in development, Raichu was supposed to be like second out of third evolution. Or close that window. Or there was a baby version of Pikachu that wasn't Pichu. Then the big one, which I'm bad with all these names, I really wish I could remember these. But it was supposed to be the first evolution in the Ninetales line. Like, Vulpix is supposed to be 2, and then ending with Ninetales. The design for it, had a single white tail, which is why the Vulpix entry in this game mentions that the tail's split from one and something with the name of it being involving like whitetail or something. There's some references that were meant to be that made a lot more sense in the context of it had a first stage evolution with a single whitetail. Okay, that's right. Sorry, I'm not here that you wish to challenge me. Well, but I shall not lose. You want to bet on that, miss? Oh, she does look kind of cute. Angela. Yeah, I'm about 20 levels ahead. Oh, I did get a hit on me. That's unexpected. Oh, thank God, I was worried that move was going to wrap. Oh, same body. Stop sign. Almost said I'm blind. Interesting. That makes sense, but I know that I had to save space on the cartridge, so the animation for Razor Leaf there had a leaf effect I know they use in other movies. Help that paralyze me. Alright. At least I won't get poisoned. That's the important thing in this. But the ending cut effect comes from the cut move and similar ones like slash or whatever. Which is very smart asset to use, because I know Rainbow Badge. Rainbow Badge will make Pokemon up to level 50. Good, because I'm reaching to that point. Pokemon's use strength in and out of battle. So take this with you. TM21. Mega Drain. Damage inflicts and drain heal. That's pretty cool, actually. Shame it has low base attack. But yeah, I've always known that there's so many moves, especially in later generations, that have a little bit more requirement for visuals, that's pretty much the biggest challenge to making a Pokemon game. Doing a good job at animating all of the moves. Hey, you have anything to say? What are you staring at? Nothing? Nothing at all. Damn. Wait, town map, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, right. Celadon and Saffron are different places. Have full stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna drop off the TM. No, I should have like a few more slots left. Let's see if we can play some slots. Hey, what? You're throwing me off. Here's some coins. Shoot. So I got the coin case. I think there's someone standing around the jet. Welcome. Fabulous prizes next door. In the Rocket Game store, some coins, 1,050. They don't sell me a coin case. Regarding this poster, go away or else. Oh, that was direct. Right. I forgot the paralysis cuts back on that it cabs it. Oh, this could be interesting. Yep, because I'm getting hit by a Zubat. No good. Yeah, there's like one person somewhere who's dedicating themselves to turning their lives around and giving up gambling. No idea where. Might be discovered. Better tell boss. Right, he's either a ghost or something's up. Hey! Switch behind the poster. Watch it! Didn't even ask. I think everyone here gives me like some free plays. Check next door. Should do pants up, Oregon. Hard to win at slots. Yeah, I think when I got a Oregon for my first time playing, I ended up doing, the way I got the coins for it was I would grind out fighting the Elite Four. I think I had a level 100 team, or all but one or two Pokemon's level 100s at that time. And I'd just buy the coins. Like, I'd sit there for 30 minutes or more, exchanging them until I ran out of money, run through the Elite Four again, repeat until I had enough to afford the dang thing. Because it is just that aggravating to try to win at slots. Not what I want. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can actually deposit. One day... Oh wait, is it that dude? Is that the dude who gives me a coin case? Please, sir, I just wish to gamble. Loot all the slots. I should cash in my coins for prizes. Okay, I know there's someone in the city who gives me the coin case. I will find them. You. Looks like I could go to Cyclone Road. There. Uphill from Cyclone Road. That one... I have memories of doing that. It's not awful, it just is kind of funny because you go at like near walking pace. Alright, can't find the box of gamble, so I guess the only other thing to do for entertainment is a base raid. I like that music. Approaching our operation. Let's see what you got. Alright. These guys are... Like, it makes sense because you have to do this to advance the plot. Technically, you can do every gym out after Misty's in any order you can choose. Like, it's not really a set order. But you have to do Cinnabar last because you have to surf to get there. And that, I think, is the same city as you get surf. Actually, no, technically you could blitz the surf gym. Get that, go and pick up the HM, because if you know where it is and know how to get it, it's not too difficult. And the good thing is, it's one of the most memorable placements in the game, so it's easy to remember where it is. Because you have to jump through the most hoops. God, they love giving you escape ropes. There's not even random encounters in here. Why do I need it? How do you get in here? Well, I suppose you could do, like, Misty's gym and then go all the way to Cinnabar, only doing one other one. Assuming that you can get it. But I think you can find a path to any city without HM and keep going up. especially if you skip Flash. But that one's... might be Bronx Gym. The ability to use that. Well, that would be... since Blaine's gym's his second to last. Throughout the late gym. Oh, beaten. Oh, there's nothing there for me yet. Yeah, it'd just be a massive pain in the ass to have to level up your Pokemon to a point where you can actually win. So you can see Ghost of the Silk Scope. This is where we get it. I see. The reason I really wanted to find like the coin case early, well, I think I'm just missing where it is. Let's just look it up. Yeah, no, I just missed it. I just didn't. Hey, good. Light screen. What does light screen do? This I do have to look up. Light screen halves the damage taken by special attacks. Yes, it is. But I think double team is better for the sheer fact of the up evasiveness. So just having the damage from special attack, I could just not take it. Seems like a good plan to me. Oh! I almost completely forgot what I'm talking about. What I was talking about. Talking about how weird the game corner is. Because it's all slot machines. And legally speaking, at the time this game was made, I'm not sure if it changed or if it extends beyond Japan, but it probably is the same and probably is true for everywhere, more or less. But slot machines only legally have to pay out a certain percentage of the time. Meaning that these slot machines follow the same rules as IRL slots do. So if you have like a emulator or a Game Shark, something to do speed cheats with, you can see the slots in the game corner go from a perfect jackpot, 7-7, and the last one landing squarely on a 7, only to see it slip to something else. It is kind of hilarious, but other later games... Oh, TM7, what's on here? The later games made it a little easier. Horn drill. And nope. We have no horns in our party. That. This spaghetti. This will go here. So that gives us there. Go here. Well, that's the exit. Options like this. Yeah. Oh, this is screwy. Now that is one that, until they completely got rid of it entirely for not wanting to promote gambling, which was a huge issue that people leveled against the game of, you're teaching kids how to gamble. And with the frustration and lack of a good reward for gambling in this game, I think it does quite the opposite. But first they ended up making it easier to get higher scores and making it a bonus mode minigame to more easily rack up points for play exclusive Pokemon and items from it. And then by the time they remade this, I think by the time of... No, I don't actually know when they made that change. I could have sworn that the game corner was just no longer a thing by like the time of... Oh, shoot. Wrong way. Dang it. Let's speed this up. By the time of the remakes of this, which would have been Fire Red and Leaf Green, yeah. But I could have sworn I had like Soul Silver or Diamond Pearl at a game corner or at slots. I don't know. I will admit that I do have a bit of a soft spot for, at the very least, virtual gambling, like virtual slots and cards. And I mean, let's just be honest, casino card games like blackjack and poker are pretty fun. Oh, why do you come here? I will admit completely to learning everything I know about blackjack and poker, from save scumming to try to win big at various games tables. I think mostly I learned for Fallout New Vegas, but also Harvest Moon DS had a pretty half-decent poker mini-game, which that was fun. And also, you know, I just would save, try, leave. If I won, I'd save. If I didn't, I'd reload it and try it again. But with an emulator, I'd just save and refresh the state in the middle of it until I got what I wanted. I learned most of those games, like, internal mechanics of, oh, they randomize your next hand at this point, so save here. Or, oh, they randomize each card. Stuff like that. Just because I was too lazy to play the game the legitimate way. The things you do because you cannot be bothered. Won't do. Okay, I'll talk. Take the elevator to see my boss. Oh, there's another one. Good alert. Although slots, that is probably my least favorite, just in general. Because with poker, when you're playing against another person at a table, then it's easy to win. That's why there's professional, well, it's not easy to win, it depends on who you're playing with. But that's why there's professional poker players. You're competing against someone. Whereas blackjack, you can count cards, which by the letter of the law is not illegal. It's completely valid because all you're doing is keeping track of what's in the discard pile. You're just seeing like, oh, all the queens have been out, or all the aces have been out. I can hit on this no problem, and there's no danger of me going bust. But if the casinos catch or suspect you doing it, they sure do act like it's illegal. I find hilarious. Let's go. I don't know where it is. Oh, hyper potion. That'll be nice. But then the problem with slots is, well, like I said before, they're only legally required to pay out several. Oh, it's a key. To pay out like a small percentage of the time. There's no timing skill. It's no external factors that you can control, whereas everything else you can at least give a try for. Oh, there's another set of stairs, I think. For doing something to finesse the game a little bit. Moral of the story, don't play slots. Got another one. Pause both of these because I have two Pokemon that no dig. Oh, nice. Can't go that way. Oh. This puzzle is nice enough to cut half of the directions immediately. That just takes me there. Oh, shoot. I just realized that the lift key is an item that goes in your backpack. So I'm going to have to probably use something. I hope there's a rock Pokemon coming up in this. Because I want to check something. And just try something. I doubt it. Well, the theme of me very slowly putting dots together. I think I know why my apartment is so warm. Like, unseasonably so. A little bit has to do with the fact that it is warm out today. The other half is I'm pretty sure, like, ventilation's a little bit poor in here. I had a humidifier going on high all day, so I think I'm pretty sure that what's happening with that is just my apartment wasn't warm, merely humid. Right, X special increases special attack, not accuracy. Oh, we may as well use it for a practical purpose. Elevator doesn't work. Who has the lift key? There's an amazing glitch with X accuracy. Because for whatever reason, using that makes every attack your next attack, and I think your every attack until you're switched out, auto crit. It is completely stupid when they go like healing beam or fissure, because you know, crits always hit. It's something so dumb. I wish I knew that in the original game, so I could have used it with the Diglett or the Dugtrio I have that. I'm still waiting to get to level 51 before I pop a rare candy. Oh no! Drop the lift key! Making me choose, game. Ammo 2. Razorwind. Anything useless? No. Alright, fine. Use another rare candy. Probably could have used like a potion or something. Now. Is there anything else down here? We're tunneling out of here. I refuse to leave an item behind. And I'm pretty sure I benefit from refreshing other shock uses. It is hilarious how quickly all of my PowerPoints just burn through. Yeah, I'm going to store the old rod. If I ever want to explicitly fish, I'll use it, but I don't really think I'm going to do much of that. Awakening, accuracy, store the moonstone. This is all mostly just TMs. I'm not going to store any potions because I know the moment that it goes in the PC, that's just a forever box. I'm never going to remember what the heck's in here and what I should grab. And I'll sell the nugget quick, because, you know, just convert to cash. Not the department store. There we go. I know there's more stuff here. Like, at least one floor of HP up and stat ups and whatever other ups. Got uppers, downers, in-betweens, and everything else. Sports service counter, trainer's market, TV game shop, Wiseman gifts, drugstore. What's in the gifts? Pokemon, electronics. I think there's some people who trade. Liggets. Oh, the evolution stones. Remember when there was only 3 and like a good chunk of Pokemon used evolution stones? And now there's like 8, 7 or 8. Let's just get like 2 of everything, if we can. Carbos. I don't know what Carbos is. Calcium. Oh, can I afford that? Well, sorry Pikachu, your crippling calcium deficiency will not be addressed today. Because Dire Hit is supposed to up crit. I'm going to test that first before I spend money. Won't have any effect. Wow. Hey, I want to return these medicines. You're a quack. honey with bread. Ah, well. I obviously wasn't using it much to begin with. Oh, we should also buy like a lemonade or something up here. I think if I remember right, lemonades like heal the same amount as paper potions or something stupid like that. Like 250, making it short of a potion that just like, no, you're up to the max, you're up to full. It's the most effective healing item in the game. Gee, I'm sorry, I just noticed that the audio was a bit high up for the entire time. Anyway, back to busting a gangster hideout, as you do. Shoot, I was talking about something else and I completely forgot. Oh well, he'll either come back to me at a weird time or it never was important in the first place. Probably a bit of both. Okay, here's a pro tip from me. Never explicitly state something like that, because now I really want to know what I was talking about. Upstairs, you're coming. Oh God, I have no idea. I didn't go to the Poké Center. Well, we're just going to brute force this with what we got. Here, have some thunder. Or not. This is probably the worst lapse of judgment and ability to think I have ever had. Oh, a thing. At the end. Is it something with that? Who knows? Let's just get this lift key or whatever that I needed from here. Oh, I did that. Oh, no. For a brief moment there, I thought I messed it up completely. Oh! I didn't remember what I was talking about, but I did remember something else, which is just as good. The direct's tomorrow. There's a direct tomorrow. I'm not sure if I will do anything for it. Like, it's one of those things. Oh, an HP up. It better work on you. Something else to sell, I guess. All that effort for that. Like, everyone else will definitely be streaming it because everyone streams the announcements. And I'm tempted to do one of two things. So, during the Game Awards, what I did was I took everyone I knew and put their streams up on one tab together. I made sure that they were more or less synced together. Oh, not quite. A bit too far. And I turned everyone's audio on at the same time. It completely overstimulated me, and I think I had to go lay down with, like, headphones on with no music playing because it's just too much noise. Too much cross-talking and yelling. But It was so funny. Especially because more or less everyone was thinking roughly the same thing. They were yelling similar things of like, oh, it's this guy. Ah, it's this. Get off the stage! And at one beautiful point, everyone else was quiet for one of the streamers I was watching to say, hey, how do you pronounce this game? Is it Live Alive, Live? And right when she finished, someone else cuts in, it's Live Alive, it's Live Alive. Just as if they were answering the question. Amazing. Ah, you. Are you lost, little rat? I highly recommend doing it for, like, at the very least 5-10 minutes. Oops, still no. I guess we're double teaming. It's always a good trick. I wonder what everyone else is excited to hear for. I'm not quite sure what's going to be in this direct. It seemed to me from what they said in the announcement that it's just everything they released or that they're going to release in 2023 is going to be talked about. So I think it's going to be like drumming up hype for the new Breath of the Wild, whatever other projects are up. From phrasing alone, it didn't seem like they were going to be announcing much of anything. Like, it was more about, oh, uh-oh, might open the door. Implying that something was bodily thrown. But it does seem like it's mostly just talking about known things. Oh. What is this? Ah, the room with the table. I see. But knowing how these things go, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a very small sneak peek of just something that's coming up. I'm excited. Another step, brat! Ah, it's them! Dare you humiliate us and not Moon? Payback time, you brat! Prepare for trouble. Make it double! The only sad thing about this is that they didn't have enough space in the nickname to make it Jesse and James. Ooh, I know, let's try a next accuracy on them. Tackle. Because if we can... Okay, that did hit. I have no idea if that critted or not. But it does seem to last every time. Sheesh. I usually never go for these, like, stat boosting items. Yep, that is 3 Thunder hits in a row. That alone is worth stocking up on them. Because Thunder is like 75 chance of hitting, but 9 times out of 10 it lands on the 25% of not. The dreadful twerp. Oh, give me 750. Team Rocket's blasting off again. Okay, I know that they had to work in the whole blasting off through line or running joke into this. Oh, that's another thing I can't use. But so far, now we better actually heal. Yeah, we're a little bit too rough. But so far, every time we've made them blast off, it's been underground. And while I know they're hard-headed, it's, a little bit excessive. Just a skosh. Alright. Round 3 with the Mafia. I wonder how many people agree with me that the reason that Team Rocket is so memorable is that they don't have any, like, other goals. They're not deluded into thinking that they're trying to make the world a better place. They're not, like, just misunderstood and fairly innocent, like, groups that just got a little bit too hyped up about stuff, like Team Yell and Team Star are and the newer ones. They literally come out and say, we are here to do evil things with Pokemon. So, must say, I'm impressed you got here. And they are so clearly modeled after the Mafia. Like Don Giovanni. Oh shoot, I should have saved my X accuracies for this. Oh, good thing we had plenty of body slams. We'll double team a bit. I don't need it, but I also would rather not get hit. Guard spec. Is that defense or special defense? I don't really know. Still got hit by bind. Damn it. That was the one thing I was trying to avoid getting hit by getting evasiveness up. There we go. Get bent. So I think that's something that a lot of people who remember these games, like, really like. Can I hit him with Thunder Shock? Nope. That's a no. They were a bit more plain in antagonism. Your rival was a jerk, which hasn't really been seen since the first couple of generations. Everyone has been a lot more of a friendly rival, which is nice, but it's also nice to have someone you love to hate. And then the enemy team is just kind of two-dimensional, which can also be fun. Like, there's no mitigating factors, there's no explanations, there's no big twist. They're just evil. And you get to do some fun things with that. You get to storm their hideout. You get to resolve a hostage situation. It's fun. I remember when I was playing Sword that I once said in like the halfway point of the game, because you do the gym challenge first, and at one point you're just told, nope, focus on the gym challenge, don't deal with the enemy team at all, just gym challenge. That doesn't really feel like a Pokemon game until you're neck deep in some wild or ridiculous plot, like fighting the Mafia, trying to save the world. And you have to, as a kid, go and storm the enemy's hideout. I don't think I took enough damage to justify healing. But let's see if we can complete. Oh boy, parched. Huh? Can I have this drink? Gee, thanks. You want to go to Saffron City, you can go on through. I'll share this with the other cards. Man. From one town to another. Imagine being so parched that a oh right, there's a hostage situation. A four-way split of a bottle of lemonade is good. I mean, I've definitely been that far. Fighting Dojo. Not from Pokemon Gym. Just... second type. That'll be a fun gym. Maybe. I don't think we can do this yet. Security guard. Suspicious kids don't allow in. Yeah, we have to do Lavender Town first. Hey, don't have to take the underground tunnel. I think we could... Yeah, we didn't have a way. We have plenty of time to bust some ghosts. Actually, we could catch a few now. Actually, I have Pokeballs, and just in case I have to repel from the tower again. I'm so glad that they decided Lavender Town and the Pokemon Tower gets its own super creepy song. Because it's unnerving enough on the chiptune. But the remixes? Oh, I love this so much. It's... I'm just going to try to catch it. Get in here! Oh, that actually worked. Ghastly. Gas. Said to appear in decrepit, deserted buildings. Has no real shape as it appears to be made of gas. No. There's only like a handful of places that get their own theme music. All cities share one, a lot of routes share one. It's pretty much just the dungeons now that I think about it. I absolutely love when people go over old-style video game music and just kind of modernize it. Like, really understand the vibe it's going for, and... so good! Oh. Missed a bit here. I missed a lot! Oh, ugh, ugh. I feel ya. I feel ya. That is the mood of the week here. The old sprites of Haunter look so cool. I really do think that this game excelled when it was mostly sprites and 2D. That it's harder to capture like all the same charm with a 3D model. Especially because a couple of the Pokemon look a little jank with 3D models. And especially when you have to apply lighting, you can force what the lighting of a sprite looks like. It's harder to do that same forcing with a 3D model because, well, if you don't, frankly, it looks bad. Nope! Chess! Ah! Thank you so much for rating in. I'll give you a shout out. I saw that you're playing Final Fantasy XIV doing Heaven on High. How'd that go? Did you get high enough? And also, welcome in, Raiders. I am Eldritch Horror Bread, a Eldritch Horror from beyond this reality who found a GameStop with a fun Blockbuster. I forget where it lives sometimes. Don't mind it. The brain is bleh tonight. I found an abandoned Blockbuster full of old games and decided that should be everyone else's problem. And now I don't shut up about them. Welcome into the abandoned GameStop. The way out isn't usually where it was when on the way in. Got very high. Down low. Working on getting high. Nice, nice. Some of us. Is this level of unhinged chess of USB fame. It's alright. Never mind, I see. Nate was high. Good, good. Yes, I normally play retro games, and this time we're playing, Oh, yeah, that'd do it. Got brain hard. TOS is a myth. Hey, Char. Where's the stair? There's the stairs. Yeah, tonight we're doing a challenge run of Pokemon Yellow to prove that Pokemon games have always been horribly jank and kind of poorly made. So we're doing a single Pokemon run on Pokemon Yellow, only using the Pikachu. It's going surprisingly well. I've only died once because I completely forgot to level grind on the very first rival fight. I have consistently been like 20 levels or so above most gym leaders. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid, and welcome in everyone, and Chess, Nate, Sharb, Spirit 2, I think. Whoever was all in the... Oh, thank you so much for following, Sharb. Really appreciate that. I would have taken that advice to Thunderbolt it, but didn't get the chance. The rest is the soul of Cubone's mother. Mother's soul was calmed. Part to the afterlife. But yeah, if you need to raid and run or get a snack, drink, something else, go right ahead. Don't these two again? We literally just fought them. But here wanted to complain, so we're setting him straight. Yeah, get some snacks. Render yourself invisible or prepare to fight. The fun thing about playing Pokemon Yellow is it is the game of the anime, of the card game, of the game. It's essentially the re-release of the original blue Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, that they improved a lot of the art, patched some of the more obvious bugs, added in some truly game-breaking bugs, unintentionally, and also added in a bunch of references to the anime. Like Lieutenant Surge got different Pokemon, and this one is just fights with a single Raichu to reference the anime. Jesse and James are recurring trainers, and whenever you fight him, Giovanni has a Persian. But beyond that, oh yeah, and you also have a Pikachu as your starter, which I absolutely love. Oh hey, we're level 52. By badges, I should only be able to give orders to Pokemon of level 50 or below. So I'm not sure how this is still following my orders. Like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Okay, I literally just said every time we made them blast off before, they were underground, but I guess this makes up for it. Hey, came to save me. Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. Came to calm the soul of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has gone to the afterlife. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon House, at the front of this tower. Fritzvit in yellow? I think so. Because I know that in Red Blue there was a bug where if you, like, drastically outsped someone or used X accuracy, every attack was a crit. And I did try a X accuracy this time, or not this stream a couple battles ago. Oh good, I never have to buy Awakenings again. Pokemon will spring awake. Works all swimming Pokemon. Nice. So, it did make Thunder hit every time, but that was about the extent of it. I haven't had, if there is a weird thing with crits, I can't really say I Slash Persian solos the game. Yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, they made a lot of changes to the roster because, you know, it pulled in some that Blue and Red didn't have and made some that they did exclusive. Like, can't get Weedle. Don't think you can get, like, Arbok, Meowth, or the like, so you do have to trade it in. Fun thing is also because the first gym leader is Brock, which is rock type. They also changed some of the move sets. A lot of Pokemon get like fighting type moves a lot easier and are able to learn different HMs compared to the other game, just so you have a bit more of a chance against, you know, a gym leader who resists your starter's main element. Which that battle was rough. I think I had to just level up and pray for crits. Because I only had one normal type move and it was not good. Let's fight the Snorlax. Let's down here. And after, of course, the traditional bridge full of fishermen all pointed at the only path through. Ow. Which is a tradition in these games. Now, to the point of Slash Persian soloing this game, I honestly think any Pokemon could solo. Because even like the really low competitive tier ones, first of all, the obvious answer is if you're 20 levels above anything, they don't stand a chance, even if the type advantage isn't in your favor. Because the way stats are calculated, the more you fight things with certain high stats, the better your stats grow. So by having one Pokemon fight everything, plus the fact that you get like a 15% bonus to stats for each gym badge, you're just going to be able to, a statistical advantage point, solo things once you get up enough speed. Thought my game crashed there. Took a surprisingly long time. And even then, there are game breakers, like psychic types. If you get an Abra and have someone to trade with, or even if you just keep it as a Kadabra and don't go all the way to Alakazam, then, because there's no separation between special attack and special defense, they're the same stat. You have something that hits hard, has stupid high resistance to most things. Its weaknesses are Bug, which doesn't have high damage Bug-type moves, and Ghost, which... Ghost was supposed to be a super type in this game. It could not be attacked by normal-type Pokemon. Most of the moves worth using were normal-type as well, and it was strong against quite a few things, in theory, with no real weaknesses. However, it was dual-typed poison. Ghastly's the only ghost type in the game, and poison is, I think, also due... Not due to a bug, I think that's just how it is. Very weak against Psychic. Which is completely overlooking the fact that it only had one damaging move, and it was a fixed damage. Like, I think it's Lick that only does 20 points. And that kind of jank just still permeates all these early games. In fact, I'd argue, and that actually is the argument I'm making here, it permeates the later games too. It's a fun series, for sure. And something that holds a lot of nostalgia for people, but... Here we go. I kinda want to catch this guy. The sheer amount of attempts and hilarious glitches is amazing. in a grumpy rage. Like anyone else who... Although in all fairness, if somebody walked up to your bed and started playing a flute at you aggressively, you'd be mad too. Let's hope for paralysis. Nope. Need you. What the heck is this? Oh, how I miss a disorganized bag. Well, at least one of us does. That is the biggest quality of life change they have made in this game. Oh, good. Okay, I absolutely love how stupid it is that I can use rest and I can still fight it. Now, dang it. Couple more tries. I'm really hating that. You know, we're just trying to buy time again. How small the bag limit is. Let's calm down. Big yawn and return to the mountains. Good. I think that is a pretty good place to stop. Thank you all for coming, and thank you all raiders for staying around and chatting up a bit. Let's see who is up and around. Dang. One problem I seem to have is a lot of cool people who I'd love to raid go live around the same time, and they also stop streaming around the same time. Ooh, it's been a while since I've been able to even catch one of her streams. We're going to raid Chance, who is playing Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, keeping in the retro theme. And yeah, I still don't know the raid message, so this is usually what works. Feel free to put on whatever emotes you like, whether it's this channel's or just your favorite. And I'll be live again. Holy shit, it's Tuesday today. That does not feel like that. Thursday for some Okami. Bread for the bread gods. Butter for the butter throne. Actually, that's a better one. That's the raid message. Thank you, Shar. Anyway, good luck. See ya.